In this video, I'm going to show you how to use AI to set up a booking bot that will respond to your inbound leads and book them in for calls inside of GoHighLevel. This is using a mix of ChatGPT and AI, and it only takes around 5 minutes to set up, so stick around and watch the whole video to set this up for your business. Okay, so once you have GoHighLevel open, you can begin to set up the automation needed for the conversational booking bot. So on the left-hand side, we're going to go to automation. We're going to go to a automation I've already set up called AI booking bot. If I click in, we can take a look at what I've set up so far. But if I was creating this from the beginning, all I would do is set up a new workflow that would be blank. We will do add a new trigger. The first one we want to add is customer replied. This means any channel that somebody replies on, as long as we have their phone number. In this example, I'm going to do SMS replies, but this can be set up to reply via WhatsApp, via email. You can get the bot to reply on any kind of channel that you wanted to, and it's going to try and book that person in for a call. Mainly, we've only used it on SMS and WhatsApp as it's the most effective. So the trigger is going to be the customer replied. As I said, if you do want to filter that down and have it for individual automations, just here you'll have reply channel, and you can choose the actual channel you want it to wait for before the conversational bot actually triggers. For now, we're going to get rid of that. And once we've got it added, you'll see it's just waiting for someone to reach out. As long as the bot has the phone number, it's going to be able to reply. So to add the bot, you just put in appointment. You'll see appointment booking conversion AI bot, conversation bot. So once you add that, it's going to look like this. And you can rename it to whatever you want to have it as. I've left it the same. You're going to choose the calendar that you wanted to use to book people in on your GoHighLevel. So make sure that you've set up your calendar in GoHighLevel. If you don't know how to do that, it's in the Skool group down below. We have a tutorial on how to set that up. It's really easy. Once you've got it set up, you'll have here the option to set a personality for the actual bot itself. So if you're a roofing company, maybe you want it to speak a certain way. If you're a real estate company, maybe you want it to be more corporate. But in here, you're going to give it the personality, you're going to set it its goals, and you're going to give it some feedback on how you want it to operate within your business. So if you want it to be super corporate, tell it to be super corporate. If you want it to be laid back and casual and fun, make sure it's laid back, casual, and fun. You can update all of this to make sure that that is how the bot operates within your business. Now, once we go here, the additional instructions. This is where you're going to set strict instructions where, for example, avoid I apologize for the confusion, use sorry if that didn't make sense. So you're almost giving it exact instructions on how you want it to reply to things. So in here, if you're doing roofing, for example, you can say, don't give anybody pricing over while you're trying to book. Instead, if they're asking specific pricing, respond with X message, and you're going to give it feedback and instruction on how it should operate within those conversations. So what it can do, what it can't do, what information it can use, what information it can't use. This is where you're going to give the AI as much instruction as possible to really make it stand out and be really custom to your business. No matter what niche you're in, this will work really well. So you'll see the default one has start the conversation by nudging towards booking an appointment, maintain a casual, purposeful, concise tone, mirror the customer's language and manner of speaking. So that's going to make the bot come across really friendly, and whoever the person speaking, they're going to get returned the same kind of conversation. This helps really when you're looking to book people in. It's going to act how they're acting and keep up with them in the actual conversations. So the rules to follow: steer the conversation back to business related topics. The customer strays, do not let the conversation go astray. Now, what I usually do is I actually take this, and it's kind of a easy tip that you can do, but you can take this, go to ChatGPT, and we can simply ask, hey ChatGPT, I am creating a booking bot on GoHighLevel, and I need to update the instructions to suit my, let's stick with roofing company. Can you take the following and update it to match a tone and instructions that make more sense for my business model? Let's go down, let's paste all of that in. Here we go. So the goal: get the customer to book a free roofing inspection or consultation. Friendly, confident, straight to the point. Keep it casual but sound like a real person who knows roofing. match how the customer talks. If they're formal, keep it clean. If they're relaxed, mirror that. No emojis or overly scripted phrases. So if you want to use emojis, you can change this and say always use an emoji, only use emojis every so often. This will allow you to tweak the bot to be really custom to your business. Now, all we have to do is copy this, and we can paste that right in here. So now we have our new instructions, our custom instructions, and you can use this for the personality too. So you can go to ChatGPT and get it to create a custom personality for your business too. And you can tweak it as much as you want. As the bot's running and you see how it's replying to people, you can tweak this as much as you want to make it really custom to you. So the maximum messages limit before it goes to an appointment not booked, 10. So how many messages you want to send before that person books in, or if they're wasting time. 10 is kind of the default it's set to. You can go up to 25. I would say leave it at the default of 10, because with the conversation booking bot on GoHighLevel, you're paying for each use. It's very small, it's only a few cents, but you're paying for each message, so the SMS, and also the AI that's being used also. So keep that in mind with how much you're going to use this. If you have thousands of leads, it's going to cost you more. If you have hundreds of leads, it's going to be pretty cheap. Just keep that in mind when you're building this out. The timeout value, so how long you wait before that person times out, 24 hours. So the next day, if they don't respond, they're no longer in the conversation booking bot, and that's going to move them along to somewhere else in your pipeline. The channel, I have it set to SMS. This is where you can choose where you want to respond. So you can actually respond in the Facebook DMs, in Instagram DMs, in SMS or WhatsApp. So as I said, you can choose to bring in all of the messages like I am now. So anytime somebody contacts the business, we will reply through SMS as long as we have their phone number. So if they reach out via Facebook or Instagram and we don't have their SMS, we can't follow up. So that's why you could make this specific for SMS inbound, so customer replied on SMS or customer replied on WhatsApp. And that's going to mean you can set up a WhatsApp booking bot or an SMS booking bot. So for this example, we're doing SMS, but you could easily do WhatsApp. Don't let the bot send a confirmation message. I actually leave this on. It just means it's going to let the person know, hey, you've been booked in, and I can show you how that looks pretty soon. And the wait time before responding, I think by default, this is set to 2 minutes. I would bring that down. You can set it to 5 to 10 seconds. That's going to mean that your response rate is really high the moment the lead comes in, or the moment someone texts your phone number. If you're running ads with a phone number, if you're running ads where you ask for people to text in a quick message, maybe like consultation, the bot will reply in as little as 5 seconds. You can even set this to 1 second if you want, and the bot will reply straight away pretty much. The only delay will be the bot reading the previous messages. So if the conversation is pretty long, what's going to happen is the bot will actually read back through the messages, and then it will come up with a response and then send it over. So you can review those, you can check them out, and pretty much once it gets to that stage, you'll have your branches. You can't edit these, but once you save it, you'll have the booking bot completely set up. You can hit save in the top right and hit publish if it's not published. And that's pretty much it. That's the booking bot set up. What you can do from here is you can actually add more automation. So if the appointment was booked, maybe you would want to update the opportunity. So maybe you want to move the opportunity to a different stage. Maybe you want to send an email. So you want to follow up with an email to the person. You want to send them a voicemail that says, hey, thank you so much for booking in. You have all of the options to do, but we don't have to do any of that. It's just fleshing out your automation to make it even better. So if we go back, let's see how the bot actually operates and how it actually works. So if we go to our conversations tab, we can go through and move around all of the spam that we get from Instagram and Facebook. But here we have the business phone number, so the business messages. And this is something that I did earlier just to save time. But you can see I said, hey, can someone help? And I said test. What I didn't realize is I had the delay set to 120 seconds. So that's why it took so long to get a response. But once I actually texted in test, straight away I got a reply, hi there, how can I assist you today? Are you looking to book an appointment? I said, yes, I'd like to book an appointment. Great, here are some available slots. And that's going to check the slots that are available in your calendar that you've set on GoHighLevel. So in real time, it's going to update all of your bookings, all of your times available, and it's going to know when you can actually take a call. I said, tomorrow at 10 a.m. works for me. And then the bot replied, hey, Corey, it's pretending to be me. So, hey, Corey here from Vantage. Thanks for booking in. I look forward to speaking with you. It then creates the booking. It sent me an email confirmation set in my calendar. And then it's also created the opportunity in my calendar of a call booked using another automation. So It's fully spoken with that client, spoken with that lead that's come in. It's answered any questions. If I had more questions like regarding the roofing space or regarding the agency, it's going to take all of the information it knows. It can respond, it can ask, and it's going to keep the goal of booking in a consultation call. So that shows you how easy it is to set this up. Hopefully you can go ahead and set that up yourself. If you are interested in learning more on how to set it up, make sure to join our free Skool community down below, and make sure to subscribe to see more videos like this, and I'll see you in the next one.